Buddha's morning guidance. Stop the noise. Start in stillness. Every new morning is an unseen doorway. It does not matter who you were yesterday, what you carried, or how heavy your thoughts felt in the dark. Right now, as this day begins, you are given something precious, a chance to start again from within. This is not just another motivational speech. This is an invitation to awaken your consciousness. The Buddha did not promise a life without pain. He showed a path to walk through life with clarity, compassion, and inner freedom. And every sunrise is an opportunity to choose that path again. So before the noise, before the rush, before you give your energy to the whole world, take these minutes just for yourself. Listen with your heart, not just your ears. Let each word settle softly in your body, like warm light touching a still lake. Today, we will walk through 10 gentle principles inspired by Buddha's teachings, not as dogma, not as religion, but as inner medicine for your mind, your heart, and your day. You don't need to believe in anything. You only need to be present. Breathe in. Feel the air entering your lungs. Breathe out. You are here. Let us begin. Lesson 1. Wake up with conscious gratitude. Before the world enters your room, before messages, obligations, noise, comparison, and rush, there is a sacred, invisible moment that only you can honor. This moment, right now. You have opened your eyes again. That simple act is not guaranteed. Your heart has worked through the entire night without asking for attention, without demanding applause. Your lungs have carried the breath of life in and out, while you were unaware. Your body, even if tired or in pain, has chosen one more day with you. So before your mind runs back to yesterday's worries or forward to today's expectations, pause gently inside and whisper, "Thank you for this new beginning. Thank you for another chance to grow, to heal, to understand." Gratitude, in the spirit of Buddha, is not about pretending everything is perfect. It is not forcing a smile or denying your struggles. It is the simple recognition that within your difficulties, life is still offering you tools, time, and possibilities. Notice one thing you have right now that once you wished for: a roof, a friend, a lesson learned, a little more strength, a clearer mind than years ago. Let your awareness rest on that, just for a few breaths. Inhale slowly and think, "I receive this day." Exhale gently and think, "I will not waste it in forgetfulness." Even if your circumstances are not what you want, this attitude begins to shift your inner landscape from lack to openness, from victimhood to presence, from "why me" to "what can I do with this life I still have?" Gratitude is the first medicine of the morning. You don't need to feel it perfectly. You only need to begin. Lesson 2. Return to your breath, return to yourself. Your first thoughts in the morning rarely ask for permission. They arrive quickly. "I have so much to do. I'm already late. I'm tired. I can't handle another day like yesterday." If you don't notice this moment, your day begins in automatic tension. Your body tightens, your jaw closes, your chest feels a little heavier. And without realizing it, you start living from stress instead of simply noticing it. This is why in the teachings of Buddha, the breath is not a detail, it is a doorway. Right now, before the momentum of the mind takes over, give yourself the gift of one simple practice. Gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. Inhale slowly through your nose. Feel the air touch the inside of your nostrils. Notice your chest and belly rising. Hold that breath for a brief second, not with tension, but with reverence. Then exhale softly through your mouth, as if you were releasing a long sigh you've been holding for years. Again, let the breath be deep but natural. No performance, no forcing, just awareness. As you breathe, say silently, "With this breath, I arrive. With this breath, I return to myself." Buddha taught that when we are not present, we are carried away by thought, emotion, fear, and habit. The breath is the simplest anchor, always available, always honest, always here. Notice what happens when you truly pay attention. The mind, which a moment ago was full of scattered thoughts, starts to slow down. The heartbeat softens. Your shoulders drop a little. You feel not only that you are thinking, but that you are the one who sees those thoughts. This shift is powerful, because when you remember you are the observer, not the storm, life stops dragging you from one reaction to another. You step out of survival mode and re-enter conscious living. If worries appear during this practice, don't fight them. Simply notice, thinking, and gently, kindly return to the breath. Each return is a small awakening. Each inhale is a reminder, I am alive. Each exhale is a release, I let go of what I cannot carry today. You don't need 30 minutes on a cushion. You can start with 3 conscious breaths. 3 breaths where you are fully here. 3 breaths that say, before I give myself to the world, I reconnect with my center. Do this every morning, and slowly your nervous system begins to trust you. It learns that before the chaos, there is a place of calm. And that place lives inside your own breathing body. You are not late. You are not behind. Right now, with this breath, you are exactly where your life is happening. Lesson 3. Set an inner intention, not a performance. Every morning, the world will ask you the same question. What are you going to do today? It will measure you by results, speed, productivity, appearance. If you are not careful, you start your day already performing for an invisible audience, carrying the pressure to prove your value again and again. But there is another question, a quieter one, that matters much more. Who do I choose to be today? This is the question of consciousness. This is the question that Buddha would invite you to ask. An inner intention is not a rigid goal or a promise you must fulfill perfectly. It is like a direction for your heart, a soft but firm orientation that guides how you show up in everything you do. Close your eyes for a moment and look gently inside. Instead of, I must finish everything, I must not fail, I must impress, choose an intention like, today I choose to be present. Today I choose to respond, not react. Today I choose kindness toward myself and others. Today I choose honesty, even if it's uncomfortable. Today I choose to walk slower inside, even if outside is fast. Feel the difference. One path is heavy. It is fueled by fear, comparison, and self-judgment. The other is lighter. It is fueled by awareness and alignment. The day may ignore your plans. Unexpected situations will appear. People may not act as you hope. But your intention can remain as an inner reference point. When something triggers you, you can remember, I chose to be patient. When your mind attacks you, you can remember, I chose to be kind to myself. When stress rises, you can remember, I chose to stay conscious even here. You won't remember all the time. No one does. Forgetting is part of the practice. Each time you notice you left your intention, you don't fail. You return. That return is the real training. Buddha's teaching is not about creating a perfect image of yourself. It is about aligning your actions with your deepest understanding. So, before standing up from your bed, whisper your intention clearly. Today, I walk with awareness. Today, I honor my inner path. Let this be your silent agreement with yourself. Not to live a flawless day, but to live a conscious one. Lesson 4. Release the need to control everything. There is a quiet exhaustion that many people carry into each new day, the feeling that everything depends on them. You wake up and, even before standing, your mind is already negotiating with life. This must go well. They can't disappoint me again. I can't make mistakes today. Nothing unexpected, please. Beneath those thoughts lives a simple belief. If I control enough, I will be safe. Buddha saw this pattern clearly. He taught that clinging to outcomes, to people, to identities, to certainty is one of the deepest roots of suffering. Not because goals, plans, or care are wrong, but because life will never fully submit to our script. This morning, instead of starting in invisible resistance, experiment with a different posture. A posture of participation, not domination. Co-creation, not control. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, notice where your body is already tense. The jaw, the neck, the stomach. That tension is the body's way of saying, I am bracing for impact. I don't trust life. Place a hand on your chest or your abdomen. Gently tell yourself, I will do my part today. I will act with clarity and responsibility. But I release the illusion that I can control everything. Feel what happens when you say that honestly. Control promises security, but delivers anxiety. Every small deviation becomes a threat, every imperfection a personal failure. The more you cling, the more fragile you feel. Letting go is not carelessness, it is maturity. It is understanding. People will act from their own stories. Plans will sometimes break. Emotions will rise and fall. The unexpected will visit, invited or not. And still, you are capable of meeting each moment consciously. So imagine your expectations as a closed fist. See how tight it feels. Now, in one exhale, slowly open your hand. This is the inner gesture of non-attachment. I am available to this day, but I am no longer enslaved by how it must unfold. When something goes differently than you wanted, and it will, pause instead of collapsing. Ask, can I respond instead of resist? Can I learn instead of curse? Can I stay present, even now? This is living Buddha's teaching in real time. You are not giving up your power. You are reclaiming it from an impossible job, controlling the uncontrollable. You guide your actions. Life guides the rest. Walk into your morning with this quiet agreement. I let go of perfection. I trust myself to adapt. I trust this day to teach me, not to destroy me. In that trust, your nervous system softens. Your mind becomes clearer. You suffer less, not because life is easier, but because you are no longer fighting every wave. Letting go is not losing. It is finally breathing. Lesson 5. Sit in stillness. Meet your own presence. Before the day pulls you in every direction, give yourself one simple gift. A few moments where you are not consuming, not reacting, not producing, just being. You don't need a monastery. You don't need incense, mantras, or perfect posture. You only need a willing heart and a few quiet breaths. Sit down, on your bed, a chair, the floor, wherever your body feels naturally supported. Let your spine be upright but not stiff, like a tree that knows its place. Rest your hands softly on your legs. Close your eyes or lower your gaze. And now, instead of trying to empty your mind, simply watch. Thoughts will appear. What time is it? I have to answer that message. This isn't working. Emotions may surface. A subtle sadness, an irritation, a vague worry lodged in your chest. Do not fight them. Do not decorate them. Do not build stories around them. Just notice. Imagine you are sitting beside a river. The water is your mind. Thoughts, memories, images, they float by like leaves. You are not the leaves. You are the one who sees them. This is where Buddha's teaching becomes alive. You are not your thoughts, not your fears, not your past. You are the awareness that can observe all of it. If you get lost in a thought, it's okay. The moment you notice, you are already back. That noticing is the meditation. Return gently to your breath. Feel the air moving in and out. Feel the weight of your body held by the earth. Feel that, in this exact second, nothing more is required of you than to be here. You are not meditating to become special. You are meditating to remember something very simple. Beneath all the noise, you are not broken. Even 2, 3, 5 minutes like this each morning begin to cleanse the inner space where your day is born. Instead of starting from chaos, you start from contact. Instead of being thrown around by every external demand, you carry an invisible center with you. Whisper inwardly, I am learning to sit with myself. I do not abandon me. I can hold my own heart. This is inner loyalty. This is how stillness slowly becomes your medicine. Lesson 6. Cultivate loving kindness to heal your heart. There is a kind of strength that doesn't shout, doesn't win arguments, doesn't dominate spaces. It is the strength of a heart that refuses to harden. As you wake up, old stories may return. Memories of people who hurt you. Moments where you disappointed yourself. Words you wish you could erase. If you are not conscious, you start the day already armored. You expect attack, rejection, failure. You walk out into the world with an invisible shield, and that shield also blocks love, peace, and connection. Buddha revealed another path, metta, loving kindness, not as a poetic idea, but as a real inner practice that reshapes how you relate to yourself and to others. Start simple. Before getting up, place your hand gently over your heart. Feel its rhythm, steady or restless, but still here for you. Silently repeat, May I be safe. May I be peaceful. May I be free from unnecessary suffering. You are not asking for a perfect life. You are giving yourself permission to exist without constant self-attack. Notice any resistance that appears. I don't deserve this. This is cheesy. This won't change anything. Do not argue. Just see it and repeat the phrases softly, like pouring warm water over ice. You are teaching your nervous system a new language. Then, when you feel ready, bring to mind someone you love. A friend, a partner, a child, a teacher, even a pet. Imagine them in front of you. May you be safe. May you be peaceful. May you feel supported today. Let the image go. Now think of someone neutral, someone you see but don't know, a neighbor, a cashier, a person on the train. Offer them the same wish. No story, no analysis, just goodwill. And if one morning you have the courage, think of someone who has hurt you. Not to excuse what they did, not to deny your wound, but to acknowledge you too are a human being trapped in your own pain. Even if it is only one phrase, May you one day be free from the ignorance that causes harm. Loving kindness is not about letting others cross your boundaries. It's about refusing to let hatred live rent-free in your chest. Each time you practice this, you loosen a knot inside you. The bitterness softens. The sense of isolation fades. You start to feel connected again, to yourself, to others, to life. What you bless transforms you. You don't have to feel pure love for everyone. You only have to be willing to keep your heart slightly open, even after everything. That willingness is sacred. As I send kindness, I also receive it. As I wish peace for others, I awaken it in myself. Loving kindness is not weakness. It is one of the most radical forms of inner power. Lesson 7. Watch your thoughts without believing them all. Thoughts do not knock before entering. They appear the moment you wake up, shaping a story about who you are and what this day will be. I'm behind. I always mess things up. Nothing ever changes for me. No one really understands me. If these voices go unquestioned, they become your reality. Not because they are true, but because you never learn to see them as what they are, mental events, not destiny. Buddha pointed directly to this. The mind creates suffering when we confuse passing thoughts with solid truth. You are not what your mind says in its most fearful moments. You are the one who can see what the mind is doing. This morning, instead of trying to think positive too fast, practice something far deeper. Become a witness. As you lie in bed or sit in stillness, notice the first wave of thoughts. Don't decorate them, don't fight them, don't chase them. A thought appears, I can't handle today. Instead of merging with it, label it gently. This is fear speaking. Another thought, no one cares. Label it. This is loneliness speaking. Another, I'm not enough. Label. This is an old story. You are not denying the feeling behind them, you are refusing to give them absolute authority. Imagine your thoughts as lines of text scrolling across a screen. You are the screen, not the lines. They come and go. You remain. If a thought triggers strong emotion, place your attention in your body, your chest, your throat, your stomach. Breathe into that area. Say silently, I see you. I won't abandon myself because of you. This is compassionate awareness. It doesn't attack the mind, it educates it. Some thoughts are useful. They remind you of tasks, responsibilities, boundaries. Others are echoes of fear, past hurt, or inherited beliefs. You don't need to suppress any of them. You only need to choose which ones you will follow. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me walk with presence and dignity today? Or is it dragging me into a version of myself I no longer want to feed? If it helps, keep it. If it wounds, let it pass, again and again, as many times as needed. You will forget. You will get hooked. Then you will remember, and that remembering is the practice. Over time, your relationship with your thoughts changes. They stop being dictators and become information, signals, not sentences. You cannot always choose your first thought in the morning, but you can choose the second. You can choose the one you plant and water. Whisper to yourself, my thoughts are visitors. I decide who stays. Lesson 8. Smile gently to invite softness. Not every morning begins with strength. Some days you wake up heavy, flat, numb, or irritated for no clear reason, and that's okay. You don't need to transform your entire emotional climate in 1 second. But you can invite a small crack of light. A gentle smile is not about pretending everything is fine. It is about sending a signal to your body and your mind, I am willing to soften, even if I don't feel perfect. Sit for a moment or stay lying down. Notice your face, the tension in your jaw, the tightness around your eyes, the way your mouth rests as if it's still carrying yesterday. Now, very slowly, allow the corners of your lips to lift, just a little. Not a forced, wide smile for the world. A subtle, private smile meant only for your inner self. Feel how strange it may seem at first. Your mind might interrupt. This is silly. I don't feel like smiling. This won't solve my problems. You don't need it to solve them. You just need it to create space. This simple gesture, combined with a calm breath, begins to relax the nervous system. Your body reads it as a hint of safety. Muscles loosen, the breath deepens, your internal dialogue becomes a little less aggressive. While you hold that soft smile, say silently, "I allow a little kindness here. I don't have to attack myself to move forward." This is important. Many people wake up and immediately start the inner war. You should have done more. You're lazy. You're late. You don't measure up. Imagine talking like that to a child taking their first steps. They would collapse. You also collapse under that voice. The gentle smile is your quiet rebellion. It's you choosing not to be your own enemy at 7 a.m. Try adding one more layer. As you feel that faint smile, place your hand over your heart or chest for a moment. Breathe in and think, "I'm here with you." Breathe out and think, "We'll do this day together," with a little more softness. You are not denying the weight you carry. You are choosing the way you'll carry it. And here's the subtle magic. When you offer yourself a kinder expression, your inner language slowly starts to shift too. You speak with less violence, with more patience. You move through your day a little less rigid, a little more human. You don't need a big performance of positivity. You only need this, a small smile that says, "Even if today is hard, I won't abandon myself. I allow tenderness. I allow softness. I allow a different way." That is already transformation. Lesson 9. Honor the simple, sacred moments. Not every spiritual experience arrives with incense, temples, or deep revelations. Most of the time, it hides inside the smallest, quietest details of your morning. When you live on autopilot, these moments pass unnoticed. The sound of water, the first light entering the room, the warmth of your mug, the breeze through a window, the sensation of your feet touching the floor. Your mind says, "Nothing special." But a wiser part of you knows this is where life is actually happening. Buddha's teaching is not separate from ordinary life. It is precisely about seeing clearly what is already here. So before the rush absorbs you, practice this. When you drink your water, don't just swallow. Feel the coolness on your lips, the path down your throat, the refreshment entering a body that has carried you through so much. When you open the curtain, don't just check the weather. Notice how the light changes the room. Somewhere far beyond your worries, the sun rose again, without your effort, without your permission, offering you a new frame to live in. When you walk to the bathroom or the kitchen, feel your steps, your legs, your balance. How many mornings have you walked without truly arriving? Pick one simple action and turn it into a ritual of awareness. Maybe it's washing your face. Feel the water. Notice its temperature. Notice how it wakes your skin. Breathe slowly and think, "I am here. This moment matters, even if it is small." The sacred is not something you must import from outside. It is something you activate when you give full presence to what is usually ignored. As you train this, your relationship with the day changes. Life stops feeling like a blur of tasks and becomes a sequence of lived moments. Stress still appears, challenges still come, but your system has already tasted depth in the simple things, so it knows there is another way to be. Instead of searching far away from meaning, you root it here, in the mug, in the light, in the breath, in the floor beneath your feet. Gratitude becomes natural, not forced. A quiet respect for existence grows in you. Whisper to yourself as you move, "Nothing is just routine when I am fully present. This simple moment is my practice." You don't need more time. You need more presence in the time you already have. Lesson 10. Walk into your day with mindful presence. Now comes the moment where thought becomes movement. You have breathed. You have noticed. You have softened your face, your heart, your expectations. You have touched stillness, even if briefly. Now you are going to stand up. This is where most people lose themselves. The second the feet touch the floor, the old momentum returns, scrolling, rushing, reacting, forgetting. But not you, not today. Today, you experiment with a different way of entering your day. Before you rise, take one more conscious breath. Feel the weight of your body. Notice the contact between you and the bed, the chair, the ground. There is no hurry in this single breath. Now, as you place your feet on the floor, do it with awareness. Feel the texture, the temperature. This is your first step of the day. Let it be deliberate. Whisper inside, "I am here. I choose to walk this day awake." As you stand, imagine that your spine is a line between earth and sky. Stable below, open above. Let your shoulders relax, not collapsed, not armored, simply present. When you take your first steps toward the bathroom, the kitchen, the door, let each one be a quiet affirmation. I am not running away from myself. I bring my breath, my intention, my kindness with me. You don't need to walk slowly all day. This is not about theatrics. It is about remembering, again and again, that you have a center, and that center can move with you. At some point today, you will get irritated. You will feel pressure, confusion, noise. You may forget everything you heard this morning. That does not mean you failed. It means you are human. In that exact moment, maybe in traffic, at your desk, in a conversation, if you remember even one of these things, a breath, a soft smile, a loosening of control, a kind phrase toward yourself, a simple awareness of your thoughts, then the practice is alive. Mindful presence is not a costume you wear perfectly. It is a way you return to yourself, over and over, without violence. As you step fully into your day, say silently, "I will likely forget, and when I forget, I will come back. I will come back to my breath. I will come back to my intention. I will come back to my inner medicine." You are not promising to be unshakable. You are choosing not to abandon your own heart when life shakes you. Carry this knowing with you. You can answer emails and still be conscious. You can sit in a meeting and still inhabit your body. You can face problems and still breathe with dignity. You can move through a loud world without silencing your inner peace. Your practice is not separate from your day. Your day is the practice. Walk forward now, not as someone waiting to be enough, but as someone who is already on the path, already rebuilding the relationship with their own soul, step by step. This morning, you did not just wake up. You chose how to wake up. And you can choose again at any moment. Final reflection. At the end of all of this, remember one thing. You are not starting from zero. You already carry awareness, courage, sensitivity, and a quiet wisdom inside you. This morning was not about becoming someone else. It was about remembering who you truly are beneath the noise. There will be messy days. There will be days when you forget to breathe, to pause, to be kind to yourself. That doesn't erase your path. Every time you come back to this space of presence, you are strengthening something sacred within you. So as you step into your day now, hold this truth close. I am not alone inside myself. I can return to my breath. I can return to my heart. I can return to awareness at any moment. If these words resonated with you, don't let this be a one-time moment. Save this video. Listen to it again tomorrow. Let it become a gentle ritual. And if you feel called to go deeper into this inner journey, now continue with the next video I've prepared for you. It will guide you further into healing, clarity, and spiritual strength. So this calm you feel right now doesn't fade, it grows. Click on the recommended video on your screen and keep walking your path awake.